reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network.
Hello everybody, this is Layanor from MMO Reporter, and I am checking out RPG Maker MV. I have been messing with RPG Maker for quite a long time. I originally started with RPG Maker 98, which was all in Japanese, and thankfully it was all hacked later on into English, and started messing around with it then. I ended up switching my entire game over to 2000 when that came out, and then again when 2003 came out. I don't think I've ever messed with XP, VX, or VX Ace. Those are all of the other versions that came out after that, and I wanted to check out this one to see how different the game engine is and what they've added. So this is going to be a small view of this engine, and maybe even a little bit of tutorials. I think I need to at least show some of the things that you can do with this in this review, so you can kind of get an idea of what you can do with this engine. So let's just go ahead and open up something new here, and we're just going to hit OK on that because nothing really matters that much in the beginning. So we're just going to throw some tiles down, and this is what your ground's going to look like in game. We can add in a little bit more details here and there, make it so there's like a snowy weird thing here. You can pretty much figure out what you want your world to look like. We can add in some trees, some happy little trees. So comparing the older versions to the new version here, all of this stuff, all of these graphics, all of the sprites are all HD now. They are very, very detailed sprites, and they're going to look really, really good in game. We'll go ahead and, well, no, we need to put a starting position right here, and then we can test it. And here is the game itself, which you can playtest at any time. You can see that the graphics are pretty nice in this. They are HD sprites. There is a lot of detail in these. I believe none of the other RPG makers have a starting tile set that is this pretty looking. Very cool. So we're going to go and take a look at a couple of other things. I'll give you some examples of the game that I'm actually making right now for MMO Reporter for the fun of it. And here is our overworld. This is going to be the starting town. And as you can see, we're all zoomed in here. You can see the detail in the sprites. They are really, really nice. I'm really happy with this tile set. And I'm actually just happy that RPG Maker is doing HD sprites in the first place. So we're going to zoom this out so you can see the actual scale of what you can do in this engine. Now, this is by far not the largest map that you can make, but this is pretty huge. I am building a full RPG here, as full as I can make it. It's not going to be super, super detailed, but I am looking to get a nice little adventure out of it for a few hours. So we got some swamps over here, we got these snow areas over there, some desert, a couple of islands, and it's all looking really, really good. And of course, we can just, again, click somewhere, put our starting position anywhere we like, and boom. We can demo the area that we're in. So, looks like the swamps hurt you as you walk through. And here we are in the forest. And here we are in the grassy areas. Now the cool thing is, with these different tile sets, you can actually assign the tile sets to have different enemies. And you do that by clicking right here. Boom. So you can actually set all of these different areas to have different types of monsters. The swamp area, the snow area, the forest, everything. Even the cool end boss volcano area. Look at that. Okay, so this is a feature that is brand new to me, and I don't know if this was in a different version of RPG Maker or not. Let's see. New dungeon, and then we're going to hit that. Now, this is using the dungeon tile set, so we can go ahead and make a dungeon. Let's go ahead and edit. Now, we could make dungeons before, but this is a little bit different. And let's see, I don't have to fill this up. So this is 700 by 700 squares, so this dungeon is going to be absolutely huge. Now, you can spend a lot of time going ahead and making the dungeon yourself, or you can do the easy way and just click a button. So, generate dungeon is down here. It's a little bit off screen, but trust me, it's there. And we hit rooms, and that's good enough. Let's hit a lava tile set with let's do the dark lava floor. Boom. There is our dungeon. Now, of course, some of these rooms might be a little bit bigger than you actually want, but this is a really good start. So we can easily make a dungeon and walk around in it. And we can go ahead and put our starting position there. And hopefully this isn't lava that actually kills you as you walk. But we'll see. Yay! There we go. Woo! I'm playing an RPG. So this is very cool. I do not remember this being in the older versions. And I don't know if this was in the last version or not, but this is super, super handy. I don't think that it's always going to make a good dungeon. Let's go ahead and zoom out and hit random a few times, because some of these rooms are absolutely huge and they don't need to be. Dungeon. Let's hit maze. Boom. That is a maze. Now, we have to assume that there is already a beginning and end. Let's go ahead and let's do a starting area here. This is insane, by the way. And hit play. And we're in. Wow. Hey, if you just wanted to make mazes for your friends, here you go. So, this is a really cool feature that they added. I'm really glad that it's in the engine, and it's going to save a lot of time when you're making areas. I wish that they would make a random town generator. That would be very nice. Sitting down and making towns is a pain in the butt, and a lot of times you have to make a lot of them, but dungeons are even worse. So, thankfully, they have done this for us. Here is a town that I made. It's not the fanciest of towns, and I have a few other examples. These are all done with different tile sets that come with the game. You can see that some of these are not finished. This is a extra tile set, I believe, that comes with a bonus pack. And there we go with those. And this is going to be my buddy's Chris's house. And it's going to be in-game, and it's going to be awesome. So you can do a lot of things with this engine. Let's go ahead and take a look at the character creator. So this is the character creator, and this was pretty crucial for getting your game to feel different than everybody else's game, especially when you're taking graphics from other games like Final Fantasy or Secret of Mana or other games like that, because that's what we used to do. Was we used to just grab graphics and put them into our own RPGs. Well, this is really cool. This is what we can do. This is our main character right here, this blonde, blue-eyed dude, and we can change his hair. And not only does this change his hair on his portrait, this actually changes his hair on all of his animations as well. So as he's walking, as he's falling down, as he's doing attacks, all of these animations will still have all of these specific things that we have added to it. This is absolutely amazing. You can sit here and just fiddle with this all day long. Let's put a cloak on. And if you don't want to sit and fiddle with this all day long, randomize. Boom. We have a totally different character. This is an absolutely awesome addition to the engine. I am really happy that they put something like this in it. There is also some download content that you can get to make a huge portrait of your character in some very, very detailed art styles. So many different characters. And we're going to click on female. Boom! Random! Look at that. I'm really happy that they sat down and they put so much detail in each accessory, because you can make so many different characters. And one of the problems with RPGs and anime is the fact that because they have to have the same face style, a lot of characters look the same in a lot of animes, and it all comes down to what their hair looks like. So I'm glad they actually took the time and made a lot of different types of hair and different ways that you can change it, especially with the bangs in the front, the hair in the back. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. This is very, very impressive. So if you want music in this game as well, it comes with pretty much all of the music that you're going to need. And it is standard RPG music, and we'll go ahead and play a little bit right now. So just by playing this music right now, I can tell you the older versions of this game did not have that music at all. They had some very, very old sounding MIDI keyboard set that they played, and this sounds crazy good compared to that stuff. You can still incorporate other music that you get from other games or music that you've made yourself and put them into this. You can even get graphics and things, anything that you want, you can put into this engine, except for possibly video. I don't think that you can put video into this game, or into the game engine. But this engine is very customizable. It is highly, highly updated to some of the older things that I have been playing with. And all around, this is a lot of fun for anybody to fiddle around with. If you are interested in making some short games for your friends to play through, there are some YouTubers that get fans. They don't get fans. The fans make them these RPG games just to play through as a fan gift. And pretty much anybody can pick up this game and do what you want with it. You can even go ahead and make some huge epic thing. Pretty much what I'm doing. And have hours and hours of gameplay. One more thing I want to talk about real quick. Here are some of the actors. They call them actors, which are characters. And you can change the stats. You can change what level that their max is going to be at. You can change what level they start at. Nicknames. You can even change their class. This is some preset things like spells and things that these classes would normally have, but you can change all of that as well. Let's take a look at some of these other things here. Skills. So this is a skill set. All of these numbers here. You get these skills at certain levels, so you can go ahead and change all of that. You can change the damage on a lot of these things. There are even animations that you can change as well. You can make items for your game, and you can name them whatever you want. You can make weapons. You can get all of the animation weapons for that. Armors and enemies. You can add tons and tons of enemies. This game comes with all the stuff that you need. Let's see, this is all the added in extra pack stuff, but it comes with the standard RPG type creatures. Now the cool thing about this as well, let's see if we can get something kind of big. Here we go. Now, you know in role-playing games that when you come across a creature, let's say it's green, and later on in the game you come across a higher level, more difficult creature that is the same creature, but it's blue. It's basically a elite version of the thing that you fought earlier. Now, you don't have to take any of these sprites and put them into an art program. You can just go ahead and change the hue of it. That is cool. Let's go ahead and get something else with some color on it. So he was red, now he's green, now he's blue, now he's red. This is very cool. You can... Woo! That was cool. Woo. Okay. So, you can change any of the creatures in the game's colors just by messing with the hue here. And this pretty much doubles or triples the amount of creatures that you can have in your game, just by having more powerful elite versions of each one of them. Now, other than these SF sprites here, which are from a download content pack, it comes with all these other ones. So you have more than enough to start off with. Oh, look at that. I like the blue. That's pretty cool. You can set up the backgrounds of each area. So if you are walking on grassland, this is what you're going to see as the background when you fight. There's all kinds of animations that there are. This is that's the attack. Let's see, slash ice, ting, physical. Let's see, I don't think that there are very many huge spells. Let's go with fire all three. Boom! So you can change any of these animations as well. You can grab animations from other games and put them in here, or you can just go with the ones that are in here because these are all high definition sprites. You can move them anywhere on the screen. You can make them bigger or smaller. You can just cover the entire screen, and the things... I keep saying the things you can do with this is, you know, unlimited, but it's actually true. Here are some ships, airships, and the standard cheap boat. And you can add more in. This all comes with it. So there we go. That is RPG Maker MV. And there's one more thing to talk about, which is deployment. Now this is brand new. This will allow you to save your game to Windows, so anybody with Windows can play it. You can just zip it up and send it to a friend. Or you can give it to Mac users, who I think can use it for the very first time. And this is brand new altogether. You can use this on Android and iOS. So you can save your game and have your friends play it on Android or your Apple Fangs. That is incredibly awesome, especially with these older style RPGs that would work really well with a touch interface on your phone. And they work very well. So there we go, guys. That is RPG Maker MV in a nutshell. It is a vast improvement over some of the older RPG makers that I have seen. The fact that it is all HD now is incredibly good. And you can play it on your phone. How cool is that? So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, click like and share it around to your friends, to anybody who wants to know more about RPG Maker in general. And be sure to check out some of our other videos about MMOs and all kinds of different gaming things. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Don't forget to check out all the other podcasts at MMOreporter.com or by clicking on any of the links here. And please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MMOreporter. Thanks, everyone, and see you in game.